Welcome back to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Annie Krieger. Today's recipe is homemade pasta, a very super easy way to get your pasta done at home. The Italians will call this pasta tagliatella. It is a very good texture of pasta. Stay tuned and check this recipe out, guys. All we need for this recipe today is just four ingredients. We need 500 grams of flour. I am going for the combination of 250 grams smooth flour and 250 grams grippy flour. You can go for all-purpose flour as well. Then in the middle of your flour, you want to make enough hole, enough well to contain your 5 eggs. We have different recipes for pasta, this homemade pasta. We have the semolina pasta and we have the egg pasta. Today we are making the egg pasta. Okay, you can as well go for all-purpose flour to make this, but this recipe, the combination of the grippy and the smooth flour, has done a lot for me. It has given me just the best of recipe I want. Okay, so if you prefer, you can as well whisk your egg in the middle. Use a fork to whisk the egg and then go in the middle of that flour, in the middle of your egg. Incorporate everything gently. It's going to be a little bit messy, but it's fine. Okay, guys, so by the time you achieve incorporating all your eggs, it's no when the egg is no more running, you want to go make sure you knead this very well. Okay, the more you knead your dough, the better texture of a pasta you're going to have. I remember years back, have been in the school. One of the thing I've always picked during the exam period, it's pasta. Do it. I always have flour in my basket, which is I have to make pasta, and that in a very short time. They will give you a very short time to get your homemade pasta done and make your dish. And you can imagine repeating this again and again and again just to be perfect for that short time. Okay, and it has always been amazing. Okay, so I didn't stop back to my dough. Okay, I didn't stop kneading this. Okay, so you want to continue to knead. It's not like just kneading this. You want to knead and press down your board just to have a beautiful surface. Okay, because this will help you also while you roll it out when you have a perfect dough. Okay, so in Dutch we will call these the overvleuggeslijven. Okay, you if I want to translate that, it's like polishing the surface of your pasta. Okay, so having that super nice polished surface of your dough will make it easier for you to roll out. So remember, we are not using any machine to roll out our dough, which is we are using hand. Okay, so when that is done, look at what I have, guys. Super smooth and good. I'm going to use a kitchen towel, a wet kitchen towel. You don't want to leave it, or you can use plastic foil to cover up to prevent it from drying up or breaking. So cover up and let it rest for about 30 minutes. So 30 minutes later, guys, my dough still look good and moist. It's not dried. Okay, so I just went ahead to dust in some flour and cut in a 4 size. This will allow me roll out easier. Okay, without working all in one. So take one after the other and roll out. It was very easy for me to roll out. This is because the dough was super good. It was nice rolling out. By the time you roll it out, it does not bounce back, but it stretches out. So this is the good thing about this dough. Okay, and the flour I go for is grippy flour to work with. If I want to go for smooth flour will end up maybe soaking in and does not it keeps sticking. But this grippy flour helps me a lot to work with. You see me roll out my dough. Now I have my pasta. I'm just going to fold just like this and then cut. I love to go for knife, use my knife to cut, because if I want to go for pasta cutter, the pressure might be too much for me to cut out. Okay, so just dust your flour. You should have flour in on top, because if not they will stick. But excess flour, when it's too much, you should dust out a little bit, or however you feel like doing it. So cut and pick out one after the other. I don't like to cut mine. If you want, you can as well cut yours. But the process of freezing this, like I said earlier, I am making 1 kilo. I usually make 1 kilo and then uh, preserve them in my freezer. On that process of freezing it, they break sometimes, of course. That's why I love to leave them long like this. But please cut yours if you feel it's too long. Some people like to have it a little bit shorter, not too long like this. But I don't care. While eating, you can as well use your knife to cut, or however. Okay, so that's it. If you have watched to this time and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Okay, don't miss out of any of those recipe, guys. And back to my dough. This, what I did again to my pasta was just to roll out like this. Instead of folding it, I did roll out and then cut. Always remember to dust your pasta, not to stick. Okay, you cut and just mix everything without doing any cheeky mickey, one after the other. If there is no time, just cut everything. Be sure that nothing is going to happen, because you have a super dough. Of course, the texture is very good. So you see me do all this. This is because I have the perfect texture of a pasta that I want. Okay, so you can freeze them. Just fold and freeze for some time. So grab your baking sheet or whatever sheet you want to use to separately freeze them first. If you want to freeze any, okay, separately freeze them, and then later you can just pump them into your plastic freezing bag or any bowl you have to freeze this. I have them about 1 to almost 2 months sometimes. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for always tuning in, for always coming back to watch my video. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you like this recipe of pasta. There is nothing like having your homemade pasta, guys. I promise you, it tastes absolutely different. You can't compare it to what we buy every day. There's always a different. Okay, and of course, if you have the time, why not look at this, guys? This was just for some minutes. It's done. Okay, and they look good. Thank you guys for always coming back. I'm still going to show you how it looks like after freezing them, what it looks like. Okay, so this is what I did. Just twist them. Okay, you mustn't twist them. You can just get a handful and then drop in your pan. Get a paper foil also, so that they don't stick to your sheet, your baking, whatever. Okay, so just drop like this, and yeah, you are good to go. And this is some of the ones I did later. Again, they just freeze them, and this is what I look after freezing them too. Okay, they still look the same. So at this point, I'm just going to drop them in a bag and just keep in my freezer to make use of any time you are ready to cook your water, add some salt, drop your frozen pasta, and you are ready to enjoy your pasta after some minutes of cooking. Okay, 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how you love yours. Thank you guys for always tuning in. I love to serve this pasta, my tagliatella, with brown sauce. I love it so much, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to play to show you how the pasta looks like. This is it, guys. They look delicious. Thank you for coming back, and see you in my next one. Don't forget to like. Bye for now.